it's John, and today we're going to be doing something a little different. Today we are going to be playing the Swapper, and this is going to be what I'm calling a flash Gander. You can call it a quick look, a preview, an at a glance, any of that stuff. The basic premise is that I'm going to be playing a game and kind of just going through it, maybe 15-20 minutes. These are going to be shorter games, probably some indie PSN titles, stuff that I can't really play long term for whatever reason. So this is the Swapper. This game, I believe, came out all the way back in 2013 on the PC, and now it's on PSN. Super fun game, very puzzle-based. So the idea here is that you're a dude, and there's very little story here. So just to summarize, you crash land, you find this gun, which allows you to, as you see, I can place a clone up here, and that clone mirrors my movement. So he'll move left, right, he'll jump when I jump. The idea here, and also if we touch, he dies. So that's not good. The idea here is to manipulate your clones. So you want to drop him up here. I'll stand over here, and then jump, and he'll hit that, open this gate, and then I leave and he dies. So, yeah, and you can have 4 clones at once, which is kind of cool. This basically lets you do these types of puzzles. There you go. Art style is kind of crazy. Kind of has a bit of a cel-shaded look to it. Almost like, I would say, somewhat claymation looking too. I believe it was made by 2 guys, I want to say in Norway. I could be totally wrong. But they made it as like a college project, is what I read. Which is, I wasn't doing this stuff in college. I was not this talented. But yeah, very atmospheric game. You can see there's a little bit of audio going on, but for the most part, very quiet. Not a lot of noise going on. Create a clone and swap it. Oh, okay. So this is the new ability of having a clone there. Press R1. Now I'm that clone, and that clone gets left for dead. So, yeah. It may look like an action-adventure game. It is. Oh, and you can also die like that. Ta-da! It is also very much a puzzle game, more than anything, I would say. I don't know how much we'll get to in the short time I plan on playing this for this video, but so there's a lot of crazy puzzles. The idea here is that you can't shoot clones in that blue light, which kind of sucks. So the idea would be to do this, or not. Okay, so create a clone over here, swap my brain with it, put another clone up there, swap my brain with him, and go. And the clones pretty much die when that happens. Red light blocks swap arrays. So I can create clones, I just cannot swap to them. So I cannot become this clone, but I can make a clone. Which is nice. And then I put a guy up here, change to him. Those other 2 are screwed. Yeah, so I played this game when it came out for the PC a couple of years ago, and I absolutely loved it. Super fun game. Not a huge time sink if you're looking for something that's a little bit shorter. This is probably, I think, 5 hours or so it took me to beat. And there's just a ton of those moments in this game where they're very awe-inspiring for such a small indie game. A lot of cool moments, a lot of questioning of ethics, and a lot of big ideas show up in this type of game. And if you're not into that, then the puzzles themselves, if you're into puzzles, it's totally worth it. So teleporter's offline. That's not good. I need an encryption orb. Alright. Yeah, but just a really crazy game. A lot of these little logs will pop up throughout. I think there's probably a trophy for getting all of them. I know I did that on the PC. I played like a little bit of a completionist, but yeah, they give you a little bit of backstory, give you some ideas of what's going on, and that not everything is as it seems, so to speak. There might be some bad stuff going on in here. So let's see if I can... And you can extend your swapper array, which is kind of nice. So we'll do that, and... there we go. It's like the game knows when you get that orb, all the other guys need to die. This is also one of the very few games where, so we're going to teleport here to the space station. This is where stuff starts to get really crazy. One of the very few games where the ending gives you a choice, and that choice actually feels important. I think a lot of games, a lot of people, when I say this, will think of Mass Effect. Also, these things talk. I don't know why, but that's interesting. So, a lot of people will think of Mass Effect immediately when you think of a game where there's a choice at the end and it doesn't really matter, or it doesn't pay off, so to speak. I thought this game had a definite choice in its ending, and the choice that I made, I felt, made a big impact on me personally as I played the game. So, that's cool. I don't know if this elevator shaft is working. No? Okay. Oh, okay. Just taking a while. Yeah, that was one of the big surprising things. I was expecting it to be a good-looking game. I was expecting, you know, fun sound effects, fun, creepy stuff like these rocks that talk about being the Watchers. A lot of unanswered questions as you go through the game. It's that sort of, you know, it more than any game really has that indie feel to it. In the past couple of years, it really feels, and I hate to use that term because people think that indie means a certain type of game, but just handmade is how it feels. I don't know what this is. Something bad's going on in there, so we gotta go. Shoot it up here. Okay. All right. This reminds me of the SNL skit. If you haven't seen it, it's pretty good. It is I think it's Miss Universe or whatever. Kerry Washington is in it. It's very funny. Yeah. So this is just a bunch of rocks talking to me. That's not what we want. That's not going to progress us at all. You'll probably die a lot in this game. There's no enemies, from what I can remember. You don't fight anyone. You don't need to kill anybody besides your clones, which I think says a lot about the game itself. But the idea that you can do all this crazy stuff and have all these crazy puzzles and not have enemies at your back that are forcing you to move faster or go quicker, I think that's a big benefit of the game. I think a lot of games rely on enemies and killing and that sort of thing, and this game, Swapper, really went out of the way to not do that, to do something much more different, and I appreciate that. So you can press circle at any point to open up the map like I just did accidentally, but that is very helpful. Let's see, did I miss a box? This isn't good. So this is, I think, one of the simpler puzzles. I'm just having a hard time with it because that's a good question. I don't know why. I can't get on that. There's no thing up here. Okay. Can't really go making clones of anything. feel like I'm missing a box. But I don't see any boxes. That's not good. We'll skip this room for now. Pretty sure there's another place I can go. So that's the other cool thing, is there are some rooms where you don't necessarily need to complete puzzles. It gets you some orbs, which will make other parts of the game easier. It'll let you unlock certain stuff. Let's see if this works. Oh, there's a way to do that. But I am not talented enough to do that, apparently. Also kind of slows the game down when you swap, so you can do stuff like that, which is pretty cool. And that was my last clone. Or the original me, so now the question is, where am I? Also, look, there's another person here. That can't be good. Yeah, I didn't say there weren't any other people in this game, I just said there weren't any other bad guys, so to speak. Alright. Listen, Watcher, you're freaking me out here. So, I will do that in a second. I don't know if there's something I have to do in this room first. Oh, this room. This room. I remember this room. So, see, this is just like craziness. Absolute craziness. I don't know if anyone was able to catch that, but basically what I did was shot a clone. As he fell through here, I shot my swap array and swapped places with him, slowed down time as I got to this point, and swapped again to get the orb there. And that's the kind of crazy puzzle stuff you'll be doing in this game. You'll be swapping on the fly. The fact that they slow down time is really cool, and also you can do stuff like this, which is just like, you can see in the bottom right there all of my clones have died, so I get them all back, but that's crazy that you can basically fly by swapping places. Yep, I don't remember what this does. You're in my way. Oh, goodness, this is a timing thing, I guess. Love timing. That's not gonna work. So I don't play puzzles very well. Oh, this not gonna work. Let's get back there. Huh. Weird. I'm not very good with puzzle games, in case you couldn't tell. So I need to figure out what it is I'm supposed to do here. Okay, I think this is more of a timing issue on my part. Oh, that didn't work at all. So I think what I need to do here is basically keep myself airborne. While I... Oh boy. There we go, look at me. I did it. So yeah, that was the basic idea. And it's kind of sad, it's like, you know, every swapper or every clone that you swap with is basically going to die. So by the end of the game, I don't remember if they do this. I could totally see this game doing it because it's a very smart game. But it would be cool to show you how many times you actually killed a clone of yours. But this is the majority of the game. I don't want to go too much further. It's not like I'll spoil any stories for you or help you beat any puzzles, because I'm pretty god-awful at these puzzles. But there's some cool stuff like those logs. I don't want to spoil any of those for you. I don't want to explore too much without you guys checking it out for yourself. I want to say this game is only $10 on PSN. Not 100% sure about that. I really want to get this other orb, and then we'll call it a day. How about that? But these games are super fun. The games like this, I mean, indie games where they take risks and they do stuff that's different and they make you think differently. Fez was a big game like that, and you know, I actually named my cat after Fez because I thought it was that special of a game, apparently. Gosh, I feel like this should be easier than I'm making it. I wish I could just climb under there, but I can't crouch. I wish I could. Let's see, I think it has something to do with... Okay, hold on a second. I figured it out. Nope, you stay there. Oh no. Okay, I got it. Check it out. Oh, I'm so smart. See, now he's caught between the two things. He goes over there and deactivates that red light, and I get the orb. But just to make things even worse, I'm not going to let this clone survive. This one will. I did it. I knew I could do it. Just takes a second. Very brainy game. Very. It could take you a minute to think about the forces that are at work in each puzzle. A lot of these puzzles start to change over time, and they get pretty intense, from what I remember. There's some that have elements of time involved. There's some that have. I don't think I can activate this yet. I still need another orb. Oh well. Yeah. So there will be time-based ones. There will be. You'll be moving along at a high speed, and you kind of have to figure out what to do while you're doing it. There's really cool zero-gravity scenes that are not puzzle-based, but they are just so much fun to go through. If you have a chance and you have the 15, 20 bucks, whatever this game is, I really do recommend it. It is a super fun game. I doubt you'll play anything else like it anytime soon. Yeah, so that is my little spiel on the Swapper. Let me know if you've played it. Let me know if you like it. And I hope you enjoy playing it, and I hope you enjoyed this video, this Flash Gander. I'll be doing more of these just for games that like this, indie games, short games, games that I know I'm not going to do a Let's Play of. And yeah, check out my Let's Play of Transistor. That's on my channel. I think I've got 2 parts up now. I might have 3 parts when this video goes up. But I'm running through Transistor, another great, fun game. Indie title, but a little bit longer than the Swapper. And that's about it. That's going to do it for me. So until next time, I'm John. This is the Swapper. And watch me kill a bunch of clones as we moonwalk into one another. Here we go. Here we go. This is how we're going to end this video. Bam, bam, bam. Alright. Cheers.